Yo, 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 yo. Now tuned in to Trenches Certified, man. What's good? What's good, man? Pardon self, I'm trying to fix a discrepancy right here. Something ain't right, but we about to get it together. My guys. Here. There we go. Listen, man. Let me take the shades off. I respect what Hocus 4/5 is trying to do for the youth. I respect that. That's grown man time. You understand what I'm saying? But instead of hearing it from my mouth, hear it from the horse's mouth.
I love it. Congratulations. I want to do the same. I just don't know how. Well, here's how. I'm going to tell you how. We're going to do it together. I'm starting a Drop My Flag challenge. And for all the brothers that want to do it, that have been hitting me up, or that didn't even say nothing to me, I'm going to need y'all to step forward and put your best foot forward and, take that leap and lead the way. Because there's y'all got a lot of influence. I know because I speak to y'all. Y'all got a lot of influence. And a lot of brothers will follow y'all down this path. If y'all just lead them down it. They just don't want to be judged. And it's okay. It's okay to not want to be judged, to be something for so long and not want to let it go. It's okay. But you gotta know what's good for you and what's not. And we all know. We all watch every single day. Every single day we watch it play out. There's never ending cycle of Rico's, conspiracy, murder. Gotta stop. It start with us. This is the time. This is the era to do it now. In the era of viral social media, where a post like this could get shared, and I need y'all to share it around the world and to show the world that all the big homies from these gangs is dropping the gang and saying we dropping our flags. And this is how you do it. I renounce the gang and I stand in solidarity, unified under brotherhood. That's what it's about, brotherhood.
Man, I respect Hocus 4/5 being on some grown man time, whether he fighting the case or what have you, because some people trying to say he's only doing that to make it look good for the case that he's fighting, a RICO that he's fighting. But at the end of the day, he's doing something. Now, as far as Jomo, like J-Cast's favorite color, as you see the background, is red, right? So I gravitated more to the Bloods. I had a bunch of homies that when I was in the streets, I aligned myself with the Bloods. I was like a centimeter away from being brought home, because one of my homies, rest in peace, he got killed. He was the head blood of the Waterbury chapter, but he was from Bridgeport, and he actually got shot like 2 houses down from my house, leaving the club. This is crazy how God worked in my life. Alright, I have this. I still got the red, solid red leather with nothing on it, just a solid red leather. And it's a big leather, like a 4, begging me to borrow my leather. Right? I ran into him at the gas station. This is the day of his death. Earlier that day, he wanted me to come out. He was gonna pop some bottles, what have you. And he wanted to use my coat. And I was like, yeah, you can use it, you know what I mean? I ended up doing some other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Thank God. That same night, I came home around 1, an hour before the club closed. Right? All of a sudden, I'm talking about, it was something big, like a 9 or a 4/5 or a 40 cal. It was like, bah, 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 bah. I pushed wifey out the bed. We both on the ground. I'm crawling to the room to make sure the kids is good, because I thought somebody was shooting up the house, because we lived off a main road. The next main block over was the club, so they ran like this in between. So when you leave that club, the diner, you got to either go that way. It's quicker to come past my house to get to the diner, or you go the long way. We heard the shots. I didn't find out right then and there. The next day, I go to the hood to my man Sincere in Waterbury, Grove Street. If anybody knows Triple B, Square Park, that whole hood, dope city. He had a CD and DVD stand. That was my front. I used to go over there and chill. He didn't know I was making plays on the low because the liquor store was right there and the bodega was right next to where he set up at. He was like, yo, man, you heard about your man Bridgeport? I'm like, what? He was like, yo, he got shot. He died, man. I was like, what? I said, yo, he died. He got hit up 2 houses down from my crib. Messed me up, man. But long story short, I was supposed to join the Bloods. I was studying the bylaws and everything. I just never joined, man. But let's get into it, man. Jomo, they on your neck. They saying you never put in for the family. You never put no work in out here. It's looking bad for you, Jomo.
Jim Jones said he is not with no dropping no red rags. He is not with the hocus movement at all. It is 5 popping to the casket drop. Jim Jones said that he gonna be banging blood till God take him home. But let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. And don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. It's 100 TV.
I see. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
So have you been seeing Hocus 4/5 doing the put the flag down?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that?
To each his own. You heard? But I think it's a way to do everything. I think that the positive message that he's trying to push, he didn't have to drop his flag to do so. You heard? Like, we in a war right now. You heard? And us being in the position and for the things that people see us for, is either going to work 2 ways for us. Negative or positive is how you paint the picture. I've been turning this picture into a positive situation for a long time. I ain't the perfect person. I know what I chose to get into. I know the brotherhood that I'm a part of, and I know why I'm here. The reasons I started with are not the reasons that I'm ending with. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in a real solid place where I can help a lot of these kids that grew up misplaced and just in the hood with nothing to look forward to, and nothing. Like, I can help that. I can help offset that. And even if I can help one person, then I know I did my job, and maybe that one person can help somebody else. But people put themselves in certain situations, and I don't know his certain situations, so I just don't want to talk bad about nobody that's probably trying to get himself out of whatever he's into. But I do know for a fact that this is a little bit deeper than dropping the flag for me. You heard? Like, I started something that has destroyed a lot of lives, that had put a lot of people in danger. Like, I know that wholeheartedly. I take accountability for everything that I do. You heard? But in the flip side is that I'm still here and I'm still moving with my brotherhood, and I'm showing them a positive thing. What I've done has not been done where I'm from.
How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that? I mean, at the end of the day, no matter what this OG is ranting about and going crazy saying he never put on for the family, at the end of the day, he put the bag up. At the end of the day, variety to the Bloods. On the East Coast, the Bloods was already popping on the West Coast. We know the story. But on the East Coast, he been repping Blood since the early 90s when Dipset came out. At the end of the day, you gotta credit Jim Jones for putting Blood on the mainstream. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta give Jomo his credit for that. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Tax him. That's how I see it. But this OG, he felt a certain way, man. He was very upset. Very upset. Just tax him. If he the bag, tax him. You can use Jomo to your advantage instead of dissing him and wanting to shoot the fade, the 31 or whatever they call it. Use him, tax him for repping Blood. Tax him. Don't attack him. I mean, make it make sense. Tax him. Be like, if you want to continue repping Blood and you never put on no yards, you never been locked down, you never put no work in or nothing like that, tax him. It's that simple.
What penitentiary yard was he stomping in? You know, the war where? What war you been in, homie? Because I ain't seen you on no battlefield perpetuating this Like you a real banger. You's a studio gangster. You ain't been blood enough. Damu, you look real cute. I challenge you. Give you a challenge. How about I'll bust your ass and then you drop your flag? Huh? How about I'll come to your block? I'm from Brooklyn. All right? I'll fight you right on Lennox Avenue. All right? Beat the shit out you and show you some war. All right? And be careful how you respond. Be very, very mindful of how you respond. Because I'm coming to the block. I'll fight you on your block for free. We ain't got to do this for no money. We ain't got to do this. When I bust you, lose you drop your motherfucker. Hey, you talking about you want to been in war? I want to see how much war you been in when you going against the warrior then. You ain't on nobody line up. You ain't no big homie mother. You ain't got no bitch. You ain't even got a star or a rim. You just scared. Bag boy. All these niggas kept you around that long because you was paying.
How y'all feel about that? This is Trenches certified, man. You see my project right there. Rest in peace to my project. 527. So I know what the bottom feel like. Matter of fact, I was living in that project when the Reagan era, when they threw crack in the hood to destroy us. That's where I lived at. My first school, my first fight, my first time seeing a fiend OD with a needle in his arm in the hallway, piss in the hallway, roaches, rats, free lunch, the block of cheese, the powder milk. I got all my intel before I started running my mouth. Now, I feel where the OG coming from. He's like, yo, how's this dude claiming blood and we done been through the wars behind the walls in the penitentiary against the Latin Kings, the Aryan Nation, what they call them, the Yetas, Trinitarios, all the gangs. He's been behind, he is the first generation blood, so I understand his pain. But Jim Jones made the blood on the East Coast. You gotta give Jim that credit. He never strayed away from it. Now, whether he put in work or not, and he was the bad boy, at the end of the day, tax him, OG. That's all. If you want to continue banging blood, you need to pay them taxes because you never put on for the family. That's all. That's how I see it. But I definitely like what Hocus 4/5 is doing, because he's trying to do this for all gangs. For the youngsters that want to turn their life around and drop their flag. I salute Hocus 4/5 for what he doing, man. Because at the end of the day, we need to change. We need some OGs to step up. It's really a war outside. No man is safe from, unless you do what J. Cass did and move his family far from any trenches that I ever dwelled in. From CT, from NY to CT. I'm down here in the A on the outskirts. You understand what I'm saying? But I feel what the OG is saying. He just came home recently or whatever, and he's like, yo, but here's where y'all messed up at. All these years, like Jim Jones been banging like 25 years on the mainstream. None of y'all G-check Jimmy Jones. None of y'all step to him like this. So Harlem, the bum ass legend, O5O, the dirty blood. Who else? Talking crazy about Jomo. But none of y'all checked him until this OG came home and G-checked him. Y'all was scared. O5O, this bum right here, this bozo right here. If you were so tough, you would have G-checked him, man. This bowl.
I had to put my hat on for this one. Yeah, put it in the comment section. You see Fat Joe? Yeah, Joey Crack, you fat, broken left leg motherfucker. Now, you up there with Jadakiss. Yeah, with Jadakiss. Jadakiss never did nothing in his life. No crimes, no nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Salute to him. But he said he know Brooklyn niggas who ran in niggas' lockers and nigga never seen downstate, Ulster, nothing. But you two niggas is the dynamic lying duels. facts on social media. Let's get to this. Your next show, Joey Crack, should be about talking about these alleged statements you made. The prophet statements. That's it. We don't want to hear no more. You've been lying since y'all had that platform. Now put it in the comment section.
Yeah, so let me get that bozo off the screen. Now this bozo right here, right? He had the nerve to talk about my people. And I ain't talking about Joey Crack. I'm talking about top 5 dead or alive, you heard? How you gonna talk about my homies and you don't know the track record? That's J Cass with the white phone cup, and that's top 5 dead or alive. Jada is standing next to me, man. We in the hood, we behind the scenes, no security, we the security. But this bozo trying to say that the homie was never outside. He just rapped about it. False. False. This bozo, this dirty blood, this cockroach water bug, pissy hallway, stink O5O the movement, right? Kiss was outside Playboy before he got on Playboy, and then when he did get on, he still had his hands in the street, a foot in the street. He was passing handoffs. You heard? He was giving them out. He was giving the work out. A boss ain't supposed to get his hands dirty. You dirty blood. See, I post the receipts. That's J Cass at the top right, 6'5". That's Knuckles. That's Kiss. That's Styles P. That's the dude from Rough Riders. And that's one of the mans over here in the corner, man. I provide the receipts. This is not for play. This is real spill over here. But I had to G-check O5O the bozo, the dirty blood. Since you want to come at my peoples, pause. How you living, brother? You known for being a 3 hot and a cot Negro. Locked in the Bing. No action, no motion outside. You known for getting it in the cells. From jail to jail. Okay, I'll salute you for being a dirty jailbird blood. But see us out here, and this is motion after the streets, Playboy. This is life after the streets. And I still got motion out here. You see them cars behind me? That's 3 Benzes, a Lex and a Jag, you heard? Motion. We get to it over here. This is O5O, the bum movement. So before you even say anything about J Cash, yeah, I see that you got 70, the whole 9. So you can say, oh, who's J Cash? You only got 400. Because I don't give a F about this shit, man. This don't make me or break me. I want to see how you living after the streets, because this is how I'm living. That's my backyard, bozo. Ran through foreigns. See, I got receipts, man, all day long. Ran through foreigns. It's nothing. It's nothing, bro. This is for the bozo. O5O, the bozo movement.
Shit's just sitting.
Everywhere, man. Man. My man Vanilla Ice on the chair right here. Turn it in, chill. Garbage. Dallas Cowboys all day. Yes. We out here.
49ers
No.
all day.
No. Oh, shit. We in the hood. She said 49ers. Yeah, man. Some chicks that wanna play, yeah, I'll be on my way. broke. I don't get no bread, and that's light cake. Like, I ain't even want to do this.
I ain't even gonna go that far with this bozo, man. You can't even. You want to talk about my peoples, but you can't even match what I got going on. I want to know how this dirty blood was moving in the streets. Since he want to get all on Kiss, talking about he never committed a crime in his life. Kiss did a skid bid. Styles P did a skid bid. Last I knew of O5O, the dirty blood. If you sell a that's not our fault. All you can do is tell us about 3 hots in a cot and being locked in a hole. You understand me? What motion you had in Brooklyn, outside, flossing, like what whips you had, like you, J Cass can prove and show all this. All you have is an audience on YouTube, and I salute you for that. You've been grinding, you built your channel up. I'm not a hater, but doggies, was you never leveled up? In my mouth with a troll, when all I gotta do is pull up the receipts. You know, it's real simple. I just pull up the receipts. That's a GS and that's my Yukon and that's J Cass right there in the hood. I just pull up the receipts, bro. That's a S500 in my motorcycle right there. Like I'm not arguing with no goddamn trolls. You know what I mean? I just show and prove, bro. I just show and prove. Jaguar money green, the GS money green. That's when we was getting our deck built in the backyard. Like this is not for play. I don't know about, you know what I mean? How you was moving in the streets, but I was getting money, fam. And this is life after the streets. But anyways, back to the moral of the motherfucking story. I salute Hocus for Fifth for doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I salute him for that. You know, he's trying to change and get the youngsters right. You know what I mean? Give them a better way of life. Discredit. Y'all can't discredit Jim Jones because he's been banging blood since the 90s, man. He put blood on the mainstream. He brought fame to the blood game. And that's a fact. He didn't get famous and like push the Bloods to the side. Jim Jones abandoned us. Tax him, OG. If you saying he the bad boy, just tax him. Be like, yo, man, you gotta put on for the fan. You gotta build a jungle gym for the kids. You gotta do this. You gotta pay for this event. Tax him. Since he want to claim gang, he gotta pay out. If he never put no work in, just make him pay out. But you can't discredit Jimmy. He had beef with a few people. And he never strayed away from the oath he took, the gang that he joined. But this bozo O5O, the dirty blood, he just has so much to say about everybody.
And they throw up B's and C's that there's people who glorify them. Yeah, there is people who glorify him. But I'm not one of them. I don't look. And they throw up B's and C's that there's people who glorify them. Yeah, there is people who glorify him. But I'm not one of them. I don't look at none of you niggas as God. I'm going to play a video. You got, first of all, I want to say this. Last week money, listen, last week money ain't today's money. Y'all don't understand that? Last week money, that them payments ain't today payments. Put it in the comment section. These rappers is broke. The industry don't want you niggas no more. Look where they coming. They coming over here. from Joe Budden's. Well, Joe Budden, his career didn't go nowhere, so I expect him to. It was gonna be Love and Hip Hop. Listen, this is what they doing. It's either Love and Hip Hop and Love in Chicago, Love in New York, or it's either a podcast. I thought we was the chatty patties. May God bless America. I thought Cameron, all the rest of you niggas, I thought we was the chatty patties. They didn't like podcasters. May God bless America. Now they come on our territory telling us what we should and shouldn't talk about, downgrade us. May God bless America. Now you got Jadakiss, right? Jadakiss, David Ruffin. He just went to Mid-State Correctional Facility. What you want, nigga? What you want, some brownies? What you want, a Gatorade or something? Like, how many niggas done listen to your music? Respectfully, Jadakiss. How many niggas done listen to your music before they knew you was a great kid? And listen, nothing wrong with being a great kid. I'm trying to raise my kids into being great kids. But you is a contradiction, nigga. You made a video. Let me put this man's face up here. Jadakiss, look at me when I'm talking to you, nigga. Nigga, you just made a video stating these keyboard gangsters. Yeah, he called us keyboard gangsters. Just think about this. Jadakiss called us keyboard gangsters. Jadakiss, and
how y'all feel about this bozo, man? He has so much to say about Top 5 Dead or Alive, man. Don't know the boy history, because he wasn't on the inside looking out like J Cash. You heard? But here's more.
Rapping about Brooklyn niggas running in niggas' lockers. Niggas is doing this, talking all street. You all street, all your songs, you should knock yourself out. Cause you made everybody else believe it, that you lived that life. Until your good old pops pulled up on the interview. I know that was the biggest mistake you made in your career. When your pops pulled up. Now, since your pops told the whole world, listen, nigga, you don't disrespect me. Let me talk. You was a great kid. I raised you appropriately. Put it in the comment section, nigga. You David Ruffin, nigga. Listen, this what's going on, people. I see these niggas. I see what y'all doing. Y'all think y'all smart.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. He had me cracking up with the David figure in his life. Just because you have a father or a mom, right? They cannot control your activities once you leave that home. They can only guide you or tell you right from wrong. There's no puppet strings. So when Kiss was outside, he got involved with the street life. What are you so mad about? O5O, the dirty blood. Shit. You are known for being a dirty Brooklyn blood. O5O, the movement, is a dirty blood. In and out of jail, a jail rat, a person that stayed in jail and could never make it in the real world, can never get to the Benzes and the foreigns and the women and the parties and the popping bottles because he was too busy hotting and cotton, washing niggas' drawers, serving food in the whatchamacallit. Nah, that's a word for that. In the mess hall. He was one of the cooks. You can never discredit my homie. Now, Fat Joe, yes, come in. Fat Joe, you can't even discredit. Put that soda right there. You can't even discredit Terror Squad, because they was really outside getting to it too. You know what I mean? But you tuned in to Trenches Certified, talking to a real one. I don't need YouTube to eat like most of these dudes. Do I want to grow my channel? I mean, when I had my original channel, before it got taken because of copyright strikes, I had 4,050 subscribers. That's not bad for somebody that's regular degular. But just tune into a real one, because I provide receipts. I don't run my mouth. So I don't do too much lip service. I showed you how I was living before, and I'm showing you how I'm living after. So who would you really want to gravitate to? A real one, or this fraud O5O clout chasing off the homie Kiss? Clout chasing off my homie, man. You heard? That's J Cass to the upper right. But I'm about to be out, man. Watch some TV and hop up in the big rig tomorrow. 100. Y'all be blessed.